they have colors, different
They and I were arguing over who drew the biggest crowd. The summer school sign up for David answering some of your questions here.
Okay.
What a great crowd. Good to see y'all. As we get going, we've got a lot on the agenda today, so we'll get moving. Feel free to ask questions as we're going through if you have a question for an individual presenter, but we'll also have some question and answer time at the end as well. So if the question arises in your head later, that's fine too. Yes ma'am. You're asking me. Listen, that's Jason's question. Jason's the guy who lost way more than 20. And he's carrying cheese. Just a legal warning, you are being videotaped. It's going to get the back of your heads unless you turn around and wave at that camera. So everyone turn around and wave at that camera.
You can't see us, we're on this side.
We have kind of an annual tradition here at Eaton. We do help our neighbors back to school supply drive. And we've just kicked that off. It ends the end of this month as kids go back to school early. I think Jefferson County and Denver are both right around August 15th. So they are delivering the school supplies to them August 2nd. So we need to have those wrapped up by July 30th. There are boxes in both lobbies to receive your donations. I have lists of the things that they're looking for. And just as a point of interest, Denver Public Schools figures for elementary school kids, they're asking for between $40 and $50 worth of school supplies. That's a lot of families cannot afford that. So we're happy to be able to help. We've committed to both community ministry in Denver and Jeffco Action Center in Jefferson County. Yeah.
I put some markers in there.
Okay.
They got stolen.
Well, or they got cleaned out because we do empty the boxes out and put it in my office.
Oh.
So we do that daily. So I'm not promising they didn't get stolen, but probably they didn't. That is not a come pick out your own school supplies. Those are meant to be donated to kids who really do need that support. So thank you for your help in that.
I will donate cash.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, I was going to mention that. If you would prefer not to go shopping but want to donate $1 or $2 to the cause, feel free to bring it down when I'm in the office or stick it in an envelope, mark it with your name and what it's for, and put it under my office door. We'll be sure to go. Jeannie Henderson loves to shop. And so we're going to give her a shopping list and the cash that we've received from donations, and she's going to go shopping crazy. There is a bus trip. Allie could be advertising something that's already full, but a bus trip next week to Dollar Tree, which is a great place to get some of those school supplies for a real reasonable cost. So sure do appreciate that. I think we're going to exceed what we kind of committed to those organizations. So sure do appreciate that. Hey, summer school's going. Woo! Yeah, we haven't seen it so far. And I know at least some of you are here because you want to sign up for the field trips that are next month. And we told you you could only start signing up at the end of Forum today. So at the end of Forum today, Shirley Otis and I will be sitting peacefully at this table. You will calmly come forward without trampling your neighbors. And I will tell you, if you're here today, we're going to have room for you, so don't panic. And you can sign up for either the field trip on the 10th of August to the Highlands Ranch Mansion, which includes a picnic. The cost for that is $2 because the mansion is giving us free docent-led guided tours. And you can purchase a box lunch from the kitchen, optional if you wish to, $6. We'll ask you today when you sign up whether you want the box lunch or not. We'll give you your options. We'll turn those into Jason, but we will transport that for you. So it's no worry if you want to go that way. If you want to bring your own box lunch picnic too, that's fine. Your choice on that. And you can also sign up for the August 24th Stonehenge experience. If we get a little tight on space for that, we may add an afternoon trip. So if you're signing up for that, I may ask if you're open to going in the afternoon instead of the morning. But we don't know for sure if we'll need to yet or not. The Stonehenge trip is at the Denver Museum of Science and Nature. Transportation on the bus, admission to the museum and admission to the exhibition is $10. That's a great deal. So both of those are available to sign up today after forum. You notice these smart people who sat towards the front, don't you?
There may be other people that really don't know, but I don't know what Highlands Ranch is.
Sure, thank you, yeah.
And also,
Yeah.
are they gonna do what kind of things they have to say?
Yeah, there's a traveling exhibit, a Stonehenge traveling exhibit at the Museum of Science and Nature, and it's a scaled model of Stonehenge, but it's also various theories on how it was built, what it was meant for, all of that kind of thing. A few folks have, I think, gone in other cities and said it's amazing. So it should be really, really good. Yeah. Highlands Ranch is a big suburb south of Denver. Did any of you see the TV miniseries many years ago, Centennial? Yeah, the big ranch house is the Highlands Ranch mansion. They filmed it there. And it was the ranch house for the Highlands Ranch back when it was a cattle ranch as opposed to a suburb. Gigantic English Tudor style house. Really neat, fun to see. We get to see it for free, which is a treat. And we've got a picnic area reserved at a park just down the street from it. So it's going to be a real nice outing, nice afternoon. So yeah, Patricia.
What is that, $2?
$2 for the Highlands Ranch tour is just for your bus travel. If you get a box lunch, that's $6. Jason will put it on your dining bill. So we won't be collecting for that today. It'll go on your bill.
Transportation will be provided.
It will. Yep. Transportation is included. Having said that, some folks say I would prefer to drive myself. We love it when you say that, especially if you're willing to take 2 or 3 of your friends. And we will pay you $2 per person that you drive yourself for your gas money, since we're not using the gas money. So if you're willing to drive, let us know that as you sign up today too. We'll make those arrangements as well. Looking forward to that. But on Friday is our last July activity, fish and chips on the green. We'll talk more about that in a minute. No signups needed for that at all. Just show up. I'm telling folks between 11:30 and 1 on the south patio outside the dining room there for fun fish and chips, outdoor picnic lunch, and we've got some lawn games and fish and chips trivia. You didn't think there was fish and chips trivia. Since we're talking so much about the British, the theme of summer school is the British invasion. I thought it'd be a good chance to really get to know our British friends, those folks from across the pond, because they're a unique group. Is anybody British in here? Grace has British background, but nobody's going to throw tomatoes at me. Okay. Yeah, the British are unique. First of all, British is different than English. England is actually one of the 4 nations that make up Great Britain. Wales, England, Scotland, and then they throw Northern Ireland onto that too, even though they're on a separate island. They are Great Britain. So if you meet a Scottish man and you say, you must be British, he won't get too mad with you. He'll let you know he's Scottish. But if you accuse a British man of being English, he's going to break your nose. So that's the difference between British and English. There's an old saying, the sun never sets on the British Empire, right? We've heard that. Not true anymore, but it's speaking in the 1800s, over 25%, 1/4 of the Earth's land area was ruled by Great Britain, by the British Empire. 79 nations were ruled at the time. And now, the United Kingdom, the new name for the British Empire, consists of 4 nations and 14 protectorates. Much smaller than it used to be. British royalty. We're fascinated with British royalty, aren't we? Did you know that the current royal family is far more German than they are British? In fact, until 1917, their name was the Saxe-Coburg-Gotha family. But in the midst of World War I, King George V decided it'd be a good idea to change the name to something a little bit more English, so they took on the name Windsor. And they've been the Windsors ever since. But all of that European royalty is intermingled. They're all related. As a matter of fact, one of the challenges for the royals is finding somebody royal to marry that you're not that closely related to. Prince Philip was a fourth cousin of Queen Elizabeth, but they decided that wasn't too close, so that's okay. And an interesting fact, dear Queen Elizabeth, in fact, is closely related to Vlad the Impaler, who is the model for Dracula. The British royalty can be eliminated in a heartbeat if Parliament decides there's no longer a British royal family. They don't, but they could do that. And there could even be a referendum, a vote of the people to do the same thing. So that's one of the reasons the British royal family is so concerned about their public image. They don't want to make the people angry. The British family will not eat shellfish. It's not for religious reasons. They say it's for food safety reasons. They're afraid contamination of shellfish, but they will not eat shellfish. Don't ever ask for an autograph. They don't sign autographs, and apparently they don't do selfies either. Did you know that Kate Middleton is the only member of the royal family who's ever graduated from college? Yeah. A lot of them attend, but they don't quite make it through. Yeah.
My former brother-in-law was from New Zealand,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a contest that they took the brightest students in all this area.
Yeah.
Because the queen was coming, and they were going to eat lunch with her. And they had trained how to eat
Sure.
lunch, because every person had a waiter behind them. And if you put your fork like this, it means I ate my lunch, take it away. And all these knives and forks and all this. And they had to go class after class after class.
Interestingly enough, we've been working with the dining department to start enforcing some of those rules. Just so you know, if you put your fork down now, somebody's going to come take your plate. Just saying. Yeah.
Next to Jeff, my brother-in-law, took one bite of food and said to him, "It's the best thing you can really eat." And then she went, her food was supposed to come in,
Gone.
and she had to just sit there.
Yep. Best thing she ever ate, but she made the mistake of putting her fork down at the wrong hand. So,
Come over here. Come over here.
the British population is about, as
Bless
a
your heart.
great
Thank you.
the island in
That's what I was afraid
Northern Ireland, about 55 million people, but it's also about 80 million chickens. That was interesting. The Brits, of course, drink a lot of tea. Almost 4 pounds of tea per person per year. But they're not the biggest tea drinkers in the world. Who do you think what nation that drinks the most tea per capita? Here, Japan, India, China, Australia, nope. Turkey. Turkey with almost 7 pounds of tea per year. It's very much a ceremonial and family thing in Turkey. And the favorite meal of Britain is not fish and chips, even though we're going to enjoy that together on Friday. It is roast beef and Yorkshire pudding. Somebody recognized it right away. Really, really well done, too. Couple of grins, yeah. So that reminds me again, this Friday between 11:30 and 1, just come on down to the south patio and join us for fish and chips on the green, regular standard meal option, all that. Yeah.
If you don't eat vegetables, would be something else?
I'm trying to know the answers. Okay. Yeah, there'll be chips. Chips. We call it French fries. Well, let's take a moment and greet some of our new neighbors. Jason is our cheesecake. Maybe somebody can help him run cheesecakes too. Jack, I saw Jack. Raise your hand, Jack. Is Ken Sprague here? Let's get Jack on here. Is Ken Sprague here? I didn't see Ken. If you live on the first floor of the Summit, please greet Ken. Pablo Rodarte. I don't see Pablo. Pablo's a new resident of the Summit, 4th floor. Linda Holmes. Different Linda, okay. Is Linda here there? Linda? Yeah. Is Shelley Geffen here? Yes. Shelley is, in fact, here. Shelley, welcome. Dorothy Martinez. Is Dorothy here? Let's see, Dorothy. Linda Knudsen is here. I know that. There's Linda, welcome. Lillian, Val. I don't think I see Val. New resident First Floor Summit. Is Vanessa Newman here? There's Vanessa up here. Vanessa, welcome. And Rick Johnston. Is Rick here today? I don't see Rick. Well, welcome all. Let's get them all around. Allie. Allie's in the back of the room, so I want somebody to come up here and do a song and tap dance.
I'm ready.
You are? Allie is making her way up. Thank you, Allie.
We have to share a headset.
No, you get to use the mic. Nobody uses my headset.
Good afternoon. I love how many faces for you to see in here. It's very exciting. If I've not met you yet, my name is Allie Matizek. I'm the Director of Life Enrichment here. Just a couple quick things. Some people have asked what I'm doing back there setting up. If you are new to Eaton or you haven't come out of your apartment since the pandemic, and I haven't already asked you, have you downloaded the app yet? We have an app here for Eaton Senior Communities. It's called Touchtown. After forum is over, myself, and if you see an ambassador wearing one of these buttons, I have 3 residents that are helping me. We're going to help people download this either to a phone, a tablet. You can also get it on your computer. So we're going to be doing that afterwards, and anyone who downloads it or shows me that they already have it is going to be entered into a drawing for some fabulous prizes. So, and no, I'm not going to tell you what the prizes are yet because they're fabulous. So, you will get a card. If you are a new resident here to Eaton in the last month or 2, come see me at the back. I have your username and password. Everyone here has one. If you need a reminder of what yours is, I can also fill out a card for you. So
That's all I need.
that's all I gave him. So yeah, that was it. So come see me in the back when you're finished. This is also a great way. You don't have to try and track me down and say, hey, Allie, I want to go to King Soopers at 1 o'clock. You can do it right through the app, and I know when you're signed up. You don't have to try and track me down. But
And if it's full, the trip, will you respond back?
there's a wait list. So it will you can wait list on there, and then it will automatically, if somebody cancels, it will put you on there and it will notify you that you are no longer on the wait list. So it's pretty cool. So it will keep track of it, and it will also remind you that day. It'll say, hey, you have Walmart today at 10 o'clock. So, but if you have any questions, we'll be in the back. If you're new, I'd love to get to meet you. There's a lot of new faces, and I can get you your logins. So that's it.
Thanks, Allie.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Marianne Mulligan. For those of you who don't know me, I am the executive director here. Just a couple things, reminders from our that handy handbook. We do have a dress code when you're out of your apartment, out and about on the community grounds. It is expected that you are in street attire. You can't come out of your apartments and walk around in your pajamas and your slippers for various reasons, but a big one with the slippers, it's just not safe. So just a reminder on that. Handbook. We talked about the handbook at the last forum meeting, and I did have some group handbook meetings with established residents and new residents alike, so that was great. At this point in time, I connect with each new resident and set up an individual meeting to go over that handbook on a one-on-one basis. So either you've been contacted by me or you will be contacted by me. It's on my to-do list for the newest residents. If you have an outdated handbook, and would like new innards or new guts, so to speak, just give me a call at extension 3098 and I will get one printed for you and hand delivered to your apartment. That's all I have.
How long ago would we have to move in to need new guts?
Question is, how long ago would you have had to have moved in to need new guts? This is how I'm going to answer that question. The latest edition of our handbook is June 2021. Yeah. So some of you have really outdated handbooks. So I just want everyone to be working off the same information. That's my goal. Okay? All right, that's all I have. Thank you.
Cool cats and kittens. Good afternoon. I'm Michael Ramsdale. I'm the Director of Plant Operations. If we haven't met most of you by now. Just a few updates for you. Our elevator renovation continues to go on. We have had, we're not fully complete yet. The interiors need to be updated. We're waiting on materials to arrive for that. The other issue that we're having right now, which has resulted to some problems over the weekend, is the elevator machine room has to be air conditioned. Those machines, these new pieces of equipment, although they're a lot smaller, get very warm, and it's all computerized now. And that room, when it was built 40 plus years ago, didn't have air conditioning because all of it was just mechanical, nothing really digital in there. We are scheduled, we were supposed to months ago have the air conditioning system installed in that elevator machine room. We're still waiting on those parts to arrive. So it's been super hot in there, which has been causing the new computers to malfunction, which is why we've had some issues over the last few days. The elevator company is bringing in a portable air conditioner unit to hopefully keep that cool so that we won't have these malfunctions until we can finish the project. On top of that, we were very lucky to have a starter for one of these machines, brand new starter, be defective. So, the elevator company was here this morning to pull out the defective brand new starter and put in a loaner for us. We'll get a loaner replacement in for that, and then we should be all golden and good to go. When we get ready to do the inside of the cabs, a notice will be put out. It'll be about a half a day for each cab, and we'll stagger that to get it done. And we'll be finally up and 100% and ready to go. Etiquette with elevators, just remember, let's not overcrowd, let's not shove people out of line. Please remember, do not use anything other than your finger or an elbow to push a button on the elevator. If canes are used or any other thing like that, it has potential to damage and break one of those buttons, and then the elevator is down again.
And how much do those buttons
It costs us over $800 to replace a button on the elevator. So please, please, please do not use anything other than your hand or your elbow for that, because it can damage them. Yes, sir.
The sensitivity on those is really light, so you don't have to bang on it.
Yes, so please don't, because it's very costly to the company to have to do that. So please don't. Also, I know with the old systems, there was a thought that if you push both up and down at the same time, it's going to cause the cabs to come to you faster. With this new system and the computer, the way it's programmed, that is not the case. That is disinformation.
Fake news.
It is fake news, I will tell you. I'm here to tell you that. So the company that installed it assured us and made it clear that that does not work. In fact, it causes the cabs to run slower. So please, if you're going up, only press the up button. If you need to go down, only press the down button. Please, and tell your friends and family. Yes, ma'am.
So, because of the computers are hot and they don't work, is that why the buttons go off before it even gets there? You have to push the button again?
That was,
again,
yeah, that was part of it, so,
And
so.
then it would come down to the first floor like on Sunday and not even open up and go back up to the sixth floor?
Yeah, that was part of the issue there,
That was
so.
a little frustrating.
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully, well, all of that will be going away as we move on here, okay? Just want to review trash procedures for all of us, especially those who are just acquiring maybe a new care provider that's helping you with trash assistance. All trash in the trash room needs to be bagged. If you don't have a bag, there's bags on the inside of the door there for you to bag your trash. Recycle must be loose or in a paper bag. No plastic bags can ever go in the recycle. We get fined for that if there's plastic bags in the recycle bin. We also get fined if people put styrofoam containers in the recycle bin. Those are not recyclable. Also, always a reminder, no incontinence products or anything like that can go in the trash room, trash bins. Those must be brought out to the bins here at the gate by the gardens or on the north parking lot of Summit. There's a container there for our Summit residents for those products. Please tell your caregivers that. Sometimes a care provider will take trash like that and put it in the hallway trash room, which is a sanitary issue for us. Also, if you have 3 or 4 or 6 bags of trash at a time, if you have excessive amounts of trash, we appreciate you taking it out to the bin out here, because although we do 3 times a day empty those rooms, big piles at a time make it difficult for everyone. Yes?
I took trash out to the outside bin on a weekday before 4 o'clock once, and the gates were locked.
Yes, you don't need to go beyond the gate. The dumpsters usually are locked. There, before you get right at the gate, there's 2 black trash cans before you go out to the dumpster. On the inside of our yard. You can place those there.
What I had were some boxes that were too thick for me to break down.
Oh yeah, you can just lay them alongside.
I filled up, or you just set it.
Yeah, you can just set it alongside, and when our night auditor comes, they can break that down and take it out for you. But we do appreciate anything you can break down that you do break down. It helps us remove trash a lot faster for you. We are.
And Michael, I'm so sorry.
Yes.
You said those trash rooms are emptied 3 times a day. Can you give us the weekend schedule for that trash room?
Weekend schedule, Saturdays, Sundays, it's only once a day at the night shift. They're not emptied during the day. Yeah, Monday through Friday, 3 times a day. They're emptied in the morning, they're emptied after lunch, and then they're emptied again at the 8 o'clock hour when the night monitor comes on call. But yeah, Saturdays, Sundays, only evening pickup. Thank you. Yes?
One simple question. When are the couches going to be brought out on the 6th floor for meetings?
Yeah, we don't have couches out in common areas yet for that. There are folding chairs available for you and chairs out there. We're still, as we're coming on the outside of this pandemic, being careful about furniture that seats people close. We want to be able to allow people to distance with their chair as they feel comfortable. So at some point we'll be bringing out other furniture like that, but we're being a little cautious with our common area furniture placement right now for that reason. Yes. We are in the middle of doing a lot of plumbing repairs right now. You might have seen our company BTS, one of our vendors here in the main hallway this last week doing some work. They're going to be throughout the building, replacing some pipes that we've had leaking and things like that. Also, we're doing a lot of valve replacement for our boiler system. As you all know, we had our boilers replaced this last fall, and throughout the winter, we had a lot of the old pumps and valves start failing on us. We could not do those repairs until the summer where we could shut the heating system down. So heating system is currently down and drained, and all of those are being replaced right now. And then we're going to repressurize, and at some point early fall, we'll be going through again and checking everything to make sure that we're good to go for this next heating season. There will be a lot of work that will be done on 6th floor later this summer as it relates to that. Notices will be put out to all of our 6th floor residents as it relates to those repairs that are going on. But we've got a lot of work that's going on this summer, getting ready for us, I don't want to say it, but getting ready for cold weather to come again.
Woo, how grand it is to turn the hot water on when it's
And have hot water, good, good.
good.
Yeah, and we're only going to improve from here. We just had a lot of things this last year that happened all at the same time, so we've kind of been addressing them as the priority as fast as we can. And as most of you know, we only had one maintenance tech for most of this last year. Thankfully, this a few weeks ago now, we hired another maintenance tech, JD. You might have seen him. If you haven't seen him, when you do see him, again, say hello to him. He's been working out good for us. So, yes, ma'am.
Yes, do you install medical equipment like extenders on toilets and extra shower bars?
Yeah, so if you have a medical accommodation that you need grab bars or anything like that installed, we do that as a reasonable accommodation for you. Yes, you fill out a reasonable accommodation form that you can get from leasing and submit that to us, and we'll take care of that for you. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. All right, that's all for me.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, everybody.
Yes, that is actually me in the picture. A little darker hair.
I came up with one from your first day here with no beard.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody saw our Facebook post, but that features me with no facial hair. I didn't even recognize myself. Wow, what a big crowd. It's nice to see everybody. This is going to be my last forum. I'll be here through August, but I'm going to be in and out of town a lot, trying to get ready for my new job at my new place. And I've had lots of questions about that, so I thought I'd go ahead and just tell you my story before they kick me out. I'm going to a place in Columbia, South Carolina. It is the capital. It has the University of South Carolina. Fort Jackson is a very big Army base there, but it's kind of a small college town. And the place I'm going to is called Still Hopes, and it is a nonprofit organization similar to Eaton, except that it has all levels of care. So they have probably 100 or so apartments. They have patio homes and cottages, skilled nursing, rehab, memory care, and a wellness center. And the gentleman I'll be working for, his name is Danny Sanford, and he's been a mentor of mine for a number of years, and we've been friends. And he's been asking me to come out because they want to expand their mission and put up some affordable housing. And so I'm going to an organization that, while it's a nonprofit, they serve a pretty wealthy clientele, and they have some deep pockets to build affordable housing from the ground up. And for me, that's a dream job. That's a dream job for me. I get to go and not have to scramble for every penny and help to replicate what we have here. And I can't think of a better thing I'd like to do with my time and energy. In addition to that, there's a potential of building another affordable and middle income focused housing for low and moderate income seniors. And it's a campus that is in York, South Carolina, which is a suburb of Charlotte, North Carolina. And it's a plot of land that has about 80 acres. Used to be the home of an orphanage. And this could be a collaboration between us and the Episcopalian Church. So that's another really, really exciting thing for me to be able to do. I feel just overwhelmed with the opportunity. And so why am I taking it now? This pandemic has been it's been a real eye-opener. I think it's changed people, and it has certainly changed me. I've lost some very close friends over the last couple of years. I lost one of my best friends in April, and he was just a month younger than me. And that's really had me reevaluating. My kids are older. I have 2 in college now, one that's most of the way or half the way through high school. And they'll be remaining here. I'm going to keep my townhome here. My daughter graduates next year, and so she plans to move in there, and that way I always have a place to stay. As long as we get along. But I paid for her college, so. So, all of those things, and the gentleman I'll be working for, Danny, is set to retire in about 4.5 years. And he's just a really nice guy. He's very knowledgeable in a lot of areas that I need some help with. And so I thought, well, now is the time, because he's not going to be around forever, and I can learn a lot from him. My kids are doing well, and this place is doing fantastic. So, time to move on to my next adventure. But it's not without pause. I've thought about this for several years. I've talked to my family about it for several years. My kids said they'd be mad at me if I didn't take this opportunity. And I don't want my kids to be mad at me. So off I go. I will be here until the end of August, but I'll tell you, I'll be in and out a lot. I still am traveling. I need to go find a place to live. I already have the movers. I just don't know where I'm going. And some other things, so I'll be in and out of town a lot. And so I won't be at the next forum. I think they have a small and short going away party for me on the 31st, so I'm sure you'll hear some information about that. You got to talk to the next man up. Speaking of which, come up here, Diana. There's a lot of new residents here. I started here about 14 and a half years ago. And first-time CEO, following a founder who'd been here 30 years, and it was a challenge. And the first year, I just kind of tried to understand what the heck was going on around here. But the first major change that I did was to hire Diana Delgado as our Chief Operating Officer. And so she's been here 13 and a half years. And so we've been together on this journey pretty much the whole time. And all the great things you see here, that wasn't because of me. That was because of the team that we have, and it was because of my partner here. She's had as much to do with what's happened here as I have. And it just makes me so happy and so proud to announce that Diana is your next president and CEO. You can sit down.
That's it.
I'll take it over here.
I could just push one away. That's not gonna fire me, right?
I cannot tell you how much fun I have had here. And, this journey has been, there have been some painful times, as any journey has, any journey worth going on. It has its moments of pain, sorrow, but the joy that I've gotten from this place and from all of you is just priceless. I had the staff barbecue earlier, and I told them I'd like to pick you all up and take you with me. But that wouldn't be fair to all of you unless I picked all you up and took you with me too. Which honestly, I'd love to do that too if I could. But I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for what a joy it has been to work here. I just absolutely loved it. It's brought so much to my life and to my kids, my family, and my friends, and I couldn't have asked for a better place to be. And it's because of all of you and all of the staff that make up this great community. And if you haven't been to other places, you don't know how unique this place is. Because you can take one step in the front door and you can feel it. You can feel the difference. And I've been to probably hundreds, probably thousands of other places across the country, and there is no place like this. So I wish you well, and you are in good hands. And like I said, my daughter's going to take my place, so I'll be back. You'll probably see me maybe bidding on an item or two during the auction. But so long. Thank you.
It's a hard act to follow, and big shoes to fill, and I will do my best to do that. I just want to say that I am very excited about this new opportunity to serve you all in a different way, and I'm most especially excited that I get to continue working in this fabulous community and serving our wonderful mission and our vision. I also have life circumstances that changed for me over the last couple of years that have prompted me to accept this position. I wasn't sure where my future would take me, but I think a lot of you know my husband passed away almost 2 years ago, and that's changed a lot for me, especially when the pandemic hit shortly thereafter. And we are definitely in a boat where we've done a lot of personal reflection over the last year and a half, almost 2 years of, where is our future taking us? And I'm really excited that my future is here with all of you. I can't believe I'm the third CEO that this community will have seen in all its years. I am very excited about the team we have here. You all know we have a fabulous team, and we have a fabulous group of residents. And I'm just really honored that I'm able to serve you all in this way. One question that's come up since all of this news has been distributed is, who will take my place? And so I will tell you, some things are still up in the air, but I have actually eliminated my position. So we'll be splitting that up and giving some opportunity for other staff members to be promoted from within. You know, this is a very small organization, and with 32 employees. Is that how many we have right now, Jessica?
33.
33, oh, James came back, that's right. 33 employees, it's hard to provide opportunity for growth in an organization this size. So there will be future announcements regarding some changes in title and a little more responsibility for some people on our team. So we'll keep you posted about that. Does anyone have any questions? Dee?
I don't have any questions. Congratulations to you, Diane.
Thank you.
We're going to miss Dave Smart. You've been very good to us, getting things done around here. And I thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you're going to be the CEO.
Thank you. I'm not used to that yet, but thank you.
Better get used to it quick.
Other question for Dave? Are you still going to stick with the Cincinnati Bengals?
If the rest of you don't know, Sherry is a Steelers fan, and I grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm a long-suffering Cincinnati Bengals fan. And, since I've been here, the Broncos are my number 2. But Cincinnati Bengals will remain number 1 in my heart. And don't worry, if we beat you, I'll be calling you. Yeah. Yes, I know. I've been informed I have to choose between And I'm probably going to go Clemson because T. Higgins is from Clemson and he plays on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Diane, I'm gonna have to say you're a Broncos diehard. Okay, well, Steelers are my number one, Broncos are my number two.
In your presence, Sherry, I will happily be a Steelers fan. Honestly, I don't even watch football. I'll just be honest.
I can't keep you like I do the other day. Yes, I can, but he kind of took it up. He don't know what we're talking, he's on casino. Oh, excuse me, that's.
But Monday morning, Sherry would be outside my office window. Go Steelers.
Jan?
I just like to give an update on the reading minutes. We have done 6,722, 7,884 minutes. Now, next week is the last week. So turn in your minutes on Monday down in the lobby of the residences. But then there's going to be a box out there and you can go through July 30th to noon. And if you have any minutes then put them in there because then I have to turn them over to the library that night. So,
Okay, so Monday's the last day to report them, but you can write them down and submit them by the end of July.
yeah,
Okay.
by noon on the 30th.
Noon on the 30th, thank you.
Do we have any other general questions and answers then? Everybody goes quiet. Well, if not, we're going to get ready for the signups and the app installations. Allie, did you have the change box?
Yes, it's
Okay, who took the money box?
yeah, it's on the floor.
Okay.
I'll grab it.
We'll find it. So Shirley Otis and I will be set up at this table up here. Truly, no need to stampede or rush, but if you want to sign up for either the Highlands Ranch Mansion Tour and or the Stonehenge Tour, come up and see us. If you've got your money, pay us today. If not, you need to pay us by tomorrow or you lose your spot. So yeah, Jacqueline. Go ahead, Jacqueline.
I have a question about payment for the entire summer school. If we did that
You still need to come sign up.
all year,
But that's fine, you're here, so it's not a problem. You
It
already
should-
paid, but we need you to confirm that you want your spot.
But you can do in the app this, right?
Yes.
Jason's got cookies if you exit through the fire escape.
Yes, cookies too. Susan, I'm sorry, you had a question?
no, no.
Okay.